Yo, what's up? Sorry. I turned on ads and forgot that people have subscriptions so they don't see ads, and I walked away from the computer. How's it going, Rise? Cool, cool. Ads should be over. Okay. I will remind you that you could just skip the first like 3 to 5 minutes of the stream, and you will not get ads until BRB. Some funky music in this mix. I did not expect this stuff. Let's do Children of the Light. Actually, I'm feeling some of that. How's both of your guys' days going so far? Man, I just realized my posture for the past like 15 minutes has been horrible. I've been like completely shrimping it. Very bad posture. Oh my gosh. Word search. Huge. Word search is like where you have like the grid of letters. What's up, Bear? Welcome, welcome. Thank you very much for the critique slash redraw of the emote. I really like it. I'm not sure, because I'm not even sure if I'm going to use these as emotes. I'm just kind of making these for fun. But I really, really, really like your rendition. It has a lot more. Not that like both faces are emotive, but I think like the gesture and anything and everything is pretty impressive. Anyways, hello everybody. Hope you're doing well. It's currently 7:30 p.m. Central Time. I had to like load my intro thing into my brain. Very, very heroic and energetic music today. But yeah, so as per the usual, hope you guys had a really good day. Let's head over here to warm up a little bit. Just goofing. Yeah, I liked it. May steal it, honestly, I'm not sure. so long as you're cool with that. But because I wanted to draw, but I was like, I don't really feel like pulling out the sketch pad because I had no thing like this. So I was like, I'll do a very, very low consequence medium, which is Inkscape, where I could just save and back up everything, and any line's very easily editable with Bezier curves. Inkscape's pretty great. I think some of the stuff for like editing curves and such is really unintuitive. Or like some of the snapping features. Very annoying that they haven't updated that, but for free software, it's awesome. It feels so. I think. Remember, Kat, a couple streams ago, I was like, your opinion, you may start to like Sanji just a tiny bit. You will be back? Gotcha. Yeah. Actually, no, I'm not going to say when he wants to be. He's cool when Oda decides for him to be, because when he wants to be cool, he's like making a fool of himself in front of women. You know, he's an actual, like, pretty, I would say likable, and yeah, likable character, but more like you can have empathy, a lot of empathy for him in this arc. I think the ending of this arc is pretty bad. The pacing of the final fight is very annoying, and like the overall, like the ending after that fight. I mean, respectably so. He was so crazy annoying in Fishman. And even afterwards, so no one's gonna blame you for that. And he doesn't get a ton better. He doesn't really. Sorry for this is technically a spoiler, but you can already guess. He doesn't really grow and change as a person. Getting really close to the final sections of the lesson 3 storyboard. Hoping to maybe getting close to finishing the storyboard for lesson 3 before I head off to college, which would be a big win. I'm still debating if I want to finish lesson 3 entirely and then work on the other scripts, or continue working on all of them. And I think so long as I stay consistent and accountable, I could probably finish it during the semester, which would be the first time I've released videos during the semester, but it would be very... Oh, yeah, no, I don't think... Like, I don't even see much change in Luffy after time skip. And for the sake of not saying spoilers, I won't, but there's some very clear and obvious behaviors he had as a character that either led to what happened in time or pre-time skip, at Sabaody, or just in general, and he didn't really change too much. Because an example of this is anytime before time skip, Luffy was doing something dumb, he knew better, right? An example was Water 7 with Zoro's little speech, which was good. And he continuously does this. He doesn't really make good captain's decisions. You don't see, much maturity from him. If anything, he's just a bit more... Not like rebellious, I guess. Just challenging greater foes for the sake of freedom, which is cool, but what was the point of time skip other than them just getting stronger? Usopp's changed a little bit. Actually, no, because the end of Wano, you're like, what? What did he? What or why are we even watching this dude? Sabaody is your favorite arc. It's a really good arc. Wow. So actually, wow, your favorite though. More than Marineford, Water 7, Ennie's Lobby, Skypea. It's a good one. I'll agree. Even more than Logtown, yeah, right? Two good Luffy scenes. I think Ennie's Lobby. Actually, I wouldn't say Ennie's Lobby is awesome for the Luffy scenes because I can name like 3 or 2, at least 2. But if I thought about it more, probably more than that Luffy scenes. From Ennie's Lobby, but then also other characters get their moments in the sun. Usopp does. Chopper kind of. Definitely Sanji has a nice like aura dude behind the scenes, really cool. I need to catch up with the newest One Piece episode. Ooh, speaking of anime, Cat, how are you doing watching Frieren? I'm so excited for the newest Frieren coming out this winter or January. What is it? Something like that. Continue watching it after stream. Heck yeah. How far are you into Frieren? Last you recall. And what are your thoughts on the show so far? Still on episode 8 because I kept watching One Piece. No, that's totally fine. I'm just curious. I don't remember which one episode 8 is, but I'll Google it in a second. How's it going for you, Rise? How's Mathin treating you? Saw your drawing the other day. Oh my god, that was like next level. Especially love the colors. And it's pretty clear by that drawing that you haven't lost your drawbox foundations because I'd say the perspective was pretty darn good with that. It's going good. Still trying to balance work life and home life. Yeah, I like that drawing a lot. Man, your ability to balance all of those is something I really look up to because, like, Jesus, it's so hard to time manage. Time manage and, like, first of all, time managing, but two, the stress associated with those tasks because then you'll run out of energy or patience or whatever throughout the day. So, the ability to monitor these feelings and emotions and find a scheme that works best for you. What drawing? I think it was in the squad ability chat. Let me double check. You drink a lot of energy drinks. You are strong. Oh yeah, you come from the military, so I can imagine. Are energy drinks a big thing there? People chugging down caffeine. I would imagine so. Let me guess. The caffeine. I feel like Bang is probably big. Oh no, Rockstar, because I have a couple of friends in the military, And like half of them drink Rockstar. I may be confusing that with the cooks I've worked with though. And nicotine. Nicotine. Yeah, makes sense. Why can I not squat ability? There we go. I started thinking like making a mental plan. There it is. Yes, squat ability. Freaking baller, dude. No, Monster is big and Ghost. I forgot Ghost exists. Ghost is freaking scary. I drank Ghost one time and I was wired. It was a Sour Patch. No, it was C4. Sorry, C4. Um, Also crazy naming your energy drink C4 first of all. Um, but I had like Sour Patch C4. Holy moly! And it was like a sip. It was my friend at work was sharing it with me. And it was literally a nothing. Oh wait, here. Give me a second. I have to mess with my wires. There we go. Sorry about that. I'm vibing with this music. I know it's a bit of a weird pick, but I'm liking it. Kavel, did you see the new server tags? I saw it's home, right? Is that what it is? How did you guys come upon home? My opinion, you guys should have done fart, but that's just me talking. Nah, I'm kidding. Tags are a very smart play by a lot of voice cracks tonight. Discord HQ. Isn't there like a new CEO or something? I don't know how that all works. Decent line work today. Feel like with enough ghosting, we could have a pretty notable day for cylinders. I have a weird rant. We only have it for 5 days. I gotcha. That's why it's smart, is you get it for as long as you could support it. Discord is functionally trying to become a publicly trade. Oh no. Well, there goes Discord. What's the next one? Do we Skype got murked? So what do we have left? TeamSpeak? Don't you have to like pay for TeamSpeak? Oh no. I guess we're getting used to using in-game comms now. It's a bit absurd that in our modern era, something becoming public, something going public is like a fear. Or incites fear. Like if Steam announced they're going public, which first of all I'd be like, who agreed to this? That's like totally anti-Steam's thing. Or Valve, I should say, sorry. First of all, let's start using Epic Games, which is crazy for me to say. I'd just be so heartbroken. They've raised the price for Nitro, I won't pay for it anymore. Makes sense. Just so we know they'll try to make the most money similar to HOA. Oof, these are not great ellipses. Good line work, or like, simple lines, but ellipses I need some work on. Imagine if Discord had ads, like voice chat ads. I could imagine ads like on the sidebars, and who cares, right? But like ads in VC. There's a better ellipse. I'm already really curious as to what kind of data Discord is stealing to keep itself free. Because I refuse to believe there's enough Nitro users. There's a lot of Nitro users, I get that, but like, you know, they are a content distribution service at the same time as almost a social media platform. Not really, but you know, like handling all these connections, media, messages, security, all of that stuff. I wonder how many like terabytes of just messages, not even like images, but messages they have. How else am I supposed to annoy Delano? Send him like Steam notifications. There you go. Tiny sausage form. Discord was putting out a thing that they were going to start monitoring. I saw that a while ago. I don't remember specifically what it was, but yeah, I do remember something like monitoring calls. Do another string of ellipses. Bit better. Minor X is still pretty off. Did you listen? I did not. I keep forgetting. Because typically, whenever I work on stuff like the lesson videos, I'm just listening to either like Half-Life OST or Northern Lion or Germa. If I'm listening to anything in the background. Usually, though, like I can't do two things at once. Cool. Pretty decent warm up. So, as you guys know, the camera's like tilted. I never even realized. I hate camera. Sorry, camera. No, I love you, but at the same time, you cause so much of my pain. So we're gonna do our 2-minute ad break. This is a good point to get a water. You know, get some water, refill your water, get up, stretch a little bit, all that good stuff. And then we'll come right back after these 2 minutes of ads to do our 224th cylinder. So be right back, guys. Already back. We have about a minute left in the ads. I don't know why, but I just had like a solid 20 seconds of just yawning. I don't know what caused that. Welcome back, everybody. Cool. Well, without any further ado, let us get to some. Why do I always do this? Always press the wrong buttons. Okay, cool. Like whenever I mean to change scenes, I mute myself, and I don't know why. Like my brain has those linked together. In terms of horoscope, I don't really want to. So, unfortunately, we're not going to. So yep. Still under 224. We're closer than ever. Yet so far away. Hydrate. I just did. There we go. Do you have a water next to you, Kat? Make sure you're staying hydrated. Do it again. Alrighty. Trying to think of what kind we should do. I'm not seeing a total like super high degree here. When the news video is gonna drop, they are being worked on, as opposed to like the past when I'm like, oh, I'm working on them, which I was, but I was like just writing the script. These are like, storyboards are being made. I have no idea at this point because I've basically reduced myself to a minimum of 1 hour of work a day. I'm working on them more than that right now, but like once I get to the semester, that's probably all I could sacrifice. So let's see. Let's say each video has about 15 sections. I have about actually no, probably like 20 sections. So that's 40 of the 2 I haven't worked on, and then probably 6 remaining. So 46 sections of storyboard. So at least 46 days from now until I finish the storyboards. And then in terms of videos, I have to record 3 on just raw me doing a lesson 3, 4, and 5 demo. So that's going to take maybe a week or 2. Or no, just a week. Yeah, it's not going to be too crazy. Recording the voices will not take crazy long, probably a week as well. Oh shoot, Blaster with his cassettes transformers, huge. I'll look into this a little bit and add you to the wheel in a little bit. But yeah, so I have no clue. My main goal is to blow up and act like I don't know nobody, but my second goal is to just try to stay consistent with these videos. It's gonna be so tempting to like not necessarily give up. Oh yeah, give up, I guess. Because like school's gonna get tough, moving into a new apartment's gonna get tough, and I'm gonna want to slack. And then I'm gonna convince myself that, oh well, I don't need to work on the videos right now, or something like that. But this is gonna be an exercise in discipline. Finishing what I start, all that good stuff. Ain't gonna be easy, but I would like to do it before I have them finished before December. That'd make me really happy. Because I'll be gone for a little bit between December and January. And that'll be my final semester of school, and man, things are gonna get a bit crazy then, so. Let's do a very tall, or sorry, like very short but like big degree. Let's do a practically flat one. Because I wanna rotate it slightly to the left. Very, very, very high foreshortening. Let's have the VP going off in this direction. We'll do something like this. Yeah, the goal, ironically, is an hour a day. Beyond streams. Well, I was thinking of ending the streams, like we do an hour of drawing and then we do an hour of me working on the videos. But my only thing with that is then I'll be sharing my whole PC screen, and since I also do school and like personal work, like my registration for my car or something like that, right? I don't want to like leak anything on my screen. You could just say, oh, set up another profile on your computer. Yeah, I could. Nice. Very nice. I do really well when I forget that I'm working on cylinders. Like I'm just kind of doing my thing as if it were a warm up, but a bit more focused. Need to also tighten my microphone's been causing me some issues. Jesus, sorry, I've been messing with it so much this stream. There's only one class I'm crazy worried about this semester, and I don't think it'll take as much time as like my other classes from previous semesters. Because like oh my gosh, I don't have a theory directed class. Oh my god, this is the first time in my like college. Actually, maybe I wouldn't call. Yeah, calculus did cause a bunch of work, but hey, what's up? Welcome back, Bear. This is the first time I don't have to like spend literally like 10, 15 hours a week just working on like one homework. Hopefully. I'm not sure about these classes, but like I hated writing proofs. Proof classes aren't that horrible. And it's fun to figure it out. It's a puzzle, whatever. But like I'm dumb and I had to rewrite it several times, go to office hours 2 times a week, email the PT, stuff like that. How many gift subs can we get now? I think I have $9 in revenue. Let's check it out. So only one so far. I've been thinking about saying screw you guys though and donating it to charity. I'm debating on that. So far, our estimated revenue is $9.27, which is enough for one gift sub. Or we can wait for the $50 payout and we donate it to a charity, which I'm thinking of. Because, like, no offense to you guys, but 1 month of a gift sub on the Kavel Draws Twitch channel is cool and all. But, like, what if that goes to, like, children's cancer research or food programs? Oh my god, imagine how much $50. I spend like $50. I used to spend, now money's different. And what charity? I was thinking of the Children's Neuroblastoma Research, which is one of those. There's multiple, even on Twitch. But I also think a food scarcity program would be really nice. Because like $50 a week, I would spend about that on my like normal groceries, not all food, because I'd eat out from time to time. So like that's crazy what you can do with $50. And if that just goes into like a family's meals for the week. Not that it's going to cover all of them, but like, you can get bone-in skin on chicken thighs for like $8 and like 10 of them. So let's say if you have a family of 5, then you can feed, that's like 2 dinners for $8. Not, it's not all set there. You still need like, a veggie with that or something, but so I'm debating. And my main thing is, if I'm going to say I'm going to donate to something, I want to produce the documentation, because there was that whole fiasco a while ago of that dude like having a charity that everyone was donating to, and it turns out he was like pocketing the money, I think. I don't know the whole situation. This is remembrances of rumors, so I don't remember totally, but yeah. So we'll figure it out. The completionist. Yes. So honestly though, the payout would make me happier, which I know doesn't mean much to you guys, but so what are a couple ads every now and then if someone gets to eat more, we find life-saving treatment for kids. I used to watch him. That's the guy. Yeah. I don't know what he did, but I remember it being the completionist because I probably watched some drama tuber talk about it. Oof, I forgot how much I have trouble with low degree ones. Moose, oh my goodness. Here, we'll go say hi to Moose. Moose is so freaking adorable, man. He used mom's cancer as bait to get people to donate to charity. That's terrible. Or donate to a charity that I'm assuming was like false, right? That's the tough part is there's different types of like nonprofits and charities, I guess. Or this is once again hearsay or conjecture hearsay. I don't know how that works, but and like some can pocket more cash than you intend or stuff like that. So I would want to make sure I'm picking something. There was I think it's called Good something. It's not Goodwill, but it's called Good something, and it's like a thing that does research on these foundations to see where their money's actually going. And so you can like sift through charities based on like what they provide, how much money actually goes to the people you intend to donate to. Can't remember the name of it. I probably have it pinned somewhere. No charity, now he's gone. Yep. Yeah, he held all the money for an extended amount of time, and his dad were also blowing out cash for golfing tournaments. Dude, that's such an insult. Small chunk to charity after it got out. Then for now, just assume I don't want to give you the wrong like I really want to donate this to charity or turn it into gift subs, but for now just assume I'm being greedy and pocketing all the cash. Okay? Just so I won't make any claims like I'm donating to charity in case something goes terribly wrong, but it is my intention. And I think if I have an Instagram account by that time, I'll just post the documentation. That's the thing. I don't want to be like, "Oh, look at me, everybody. We donate." But like at the same time, I want to be like, "Dude, can I trust Gravel?" I mean, same thing. That like the money on the stream's going. So I'll try to find a way to like humbly humbly post some proof of purchase for these guys. I have an idea, a subtle idea of how we can do that. I could probably include it as like a link under a post or something. Like put it at the footnote of everything. But then again, that's suspicious. Well, dude, why does maybe I'll just tell everyone that, oh, the money goes to me, and I'll just donate it without telling any of you guys. So there's no expectation of it. Or burden of proof, I guess I should say. Okay, this feels more square, so I'm gonna sit with this one. We'll see though. What Twitch actually has, guys, is I can run a campaign to donate for a charity. The only reason I haven't is because we don't have a big enough viewer base to do anything significant. Like I would do, hey, $20, but like we have maybe average 4, 5, 6 people per stream. So if you all donated like $1, that would be awesome. That's $6 to charity, right? But I don't want to set like an unreasonable goal or anything like that. So Nice. Uh-oh. Still think we're pretty rectangular though. Kavel situation is crazy. I do not want to ever see a video like that. YouTube drama scares me so much. Actually, no. The only drama I would ever care about is I get accused of using AI, like while drawing, live, like specifically live. Because like if I make a digital drawing offline, you can accuse me of using AI, and I'll be like, boom, here's the receipts. Here's like the Inkscape file or the whatever, right? I feel like just on stream would be funny. I'm almost tempted to do it like this. And I just may. Kavel uses hard evidence found. It's really easy to get witch hunty with AI. I've fallen victim to that. Because it's an affront to art, blah blah blah, bad for the environment, steals people's work, etc. And so, you're really gun-ho for, like, I wouldn't say finding, because finding implies like you're going out of your way to look for artists who are using AI, but instead like being scrutinous of the art that you already do look at. And then it sucks when you're wrong for either a false positive or... Nice. I think the reason why it was easier to do it from here to here is because this one, I feel like landing here for me, like if I slightly go up or slightly go down, it's bad. But this one, if I slightly go up or slightly go down, it's like on the path of this. So if I overshoot or undershoot, it can be amended. This one though, like it's just completely off course. I'm no cylinder professional though. I think at this point though, I can claim myself to be a cylinder enthusiast. He who enjoys a cylinder or two on a Friday afternoon. Wow, Dad, what did you do in your Friday nights during college? Well, my child, I streamed art. Did you not like party or hang out with friends? Well, yeah, I liked hanging out with the people in the chat. Dad, you're a loser. Well, child, you look at all of the crazy streamer and YouTube money I have. Anyways, time to farm my children for internet clout. Was it Bear who made that joke? I think it was Bear. I was talking about like having kids or something, and she was just like, record them for profit or something like that. Kind of wish I didn't grow up with YouTube because like I feel like without it I'd be a lot happier. I need to start using it as a tool rather than a form of entertainment. Don't want any kids. I get that sentiment. I was thinking about it a couple nights ago. I was like, holy crap, having kids is gonna be difficult. I don't know why I'm not like at all in a position to worry about that, but I was like, life's already hard enough, like getting, all this craziness of responsibility of just like moving out and all that stuff. And I'm not gonna say streaming is like this crazy, stressful, difficult job. It's like it's a hobby that takes some of my time, especially with art, right? And like to have a kid, to have multiple kids, and a job, and like, oh my god. Shout out to the parents. Any parents watching this stream? I'm not sure if there's any are. Maybe mine are. I'm not sure. No, it's too late. They're asleep. Shut up, parents. That's just ridiculous. And like they don't even start paying you back until like if they ever do, right? Like you spend so much money. Your parents sleep at 9. They sleep pretty early. And Kat, that's a tough question to ask random people. That's a intrusive question. That's my main resistance is the responsibility and the dedication a child takes. That's the main friction. It's monetary investment. It's an investment of just attention, right? Because raising a kid isn't, I know I don't need to say this, but I'm going to. It isn't just, putting up the money, sending them to school, buying their food and clothes. It's nurturing them and caring for them and all that. And that just takes a lot of mental fortitude and strength and patience, some of which I'm not necessarily sure if I have right now. But when do we, right? Every movie has that moment where like the dad's sitting outside of the delivery room or something like that, and they're like, I'm not sure if I'm ready. It's like no one ever is. As it's so nonchalantly, I know, right? I'm getting flashbacks to when I was a kid. I'm just thinking about it. All the moments that compose a life. I said this whenever I first moved out of my apartment, and this is gonna sound really fake, and I promise you guys, as much as a random dude on the internet can, that this is entirely real about what I'm about to say. But as I was moving out of my apartment, I think I've said this before, like literally for like a solid 10 minutes, as I was like putting the final, like, okay, I got this box out. I was just doing the rounds to make sure everything's out and clean. Literally every corner, every wall that I face in the apartment, I would get like an extremely vivid flashback of like a moment I had with my roommates or just a moment in general. And it was so surreal because it wasn't like I was taken out of the room kind of experience, but it was like a quick flash of a memory that I was like, oh yeah, that did happen. We did do this. And it was really nice. It was really good. But it was so surreal. I've never had anything like that in my life before. Yo, what's up, physics? How's it going? Welcome to the Twitch chat. Oof, goodness, there we go. That was almost bad. I don't know why I psyched myself out so bad. Shoot, if this one ends up being square, I feel like this would be like a cool kind of angle to mess around with. Oh yeah, also the gravel peak emote has been added. How's the drawing going? Pretty good. I'm gonna say that and like nuke my next line. But I'm pretty happy with it. How's your day going so far? Oh my god, I need to stand up. Oh no, that was so bad. Oh. I predicted this. I predicted this. I was like, oh, it's going good. And then I just nuke a line like that. Oh my Christ. That's so bad. Been practicing gestures and hands. Heck yeah. I hope it's going much better than that just went. Dude, what did I try to make a tilde? Hydrate. I just drink water, so I'm going to count it as that one. Oh my goodness. Why? Why do I do these things to myself? Why does my arm decide to like move on its own? Of its own accord? Ah, yay. I think it's time we tape this down a little bit. Thank you, washi tape, for existing. Oh my god, I'm so upset about that line. It's always something. And my confidence is gonna be down a little bit, so I'm gonna like. I need a confidence boost for these upcoming ones. I've noticed that like my confidence goes down when I make these smaller mistakes, and my lines get a lot wobblier. Safer lines, but very wobbly. I'll stretch once I'm done with the tape. Even though I did just stand up, but it wasn't a stretch. It was me putting my hands on my face, crying a little bit. Do it. I'm a band cat one of these days. Alrighty, let's get back to it. You know what? I'm starting this. There we go. I probably just opened Pandora's box and I shouldn't have done that. I feel like Bear's the only one here that'll get that, but did he do it? I did. I muted for a second while I did it. Cat doesn't even know what she's saying. If we ever, it won't happen, but if we ever got enough people, I would like to do what Germa did with the ticker, the stock ticker of the -2 and +2s. But then again, like streams like these, it's not gaming commentary where there's a lot of room for jokes or stuff like that, or just commentary in general. Sure, there may be a little bit of commentary here and there. I don't even think it's a Germa bit. I think this is just a Twitch bit. Then again, the only streamers I've seen it done on is Northern Lion and Germa. I'd feel. That's so true. But Bear, be honest, do they deserve -2s? I won't be hurt if you say yes. Okay, I'll be a little bit hurt if you say yes, but it'll be good to know. Yeah, one day this is why I shouldn't have done that, is because one day I'm going to be having like a serious heart-to-heart about something, and someone's going to put a -2 in chat, and it's going to shut me up so fast. Nah, it's your stream. Do what you have to do. Yeah, I basically just given chat the power of the purse, you know, like. Yeah, it's called Germa 66, like GERMA. Germa 66, yeah. It's basically like a military installation, like freak humanoid experiments and stuff. There's a few parallels between like their behavior, like their nationalism with certain groups. Uh-oh, Bear. I mean, yeah, you could say they got dripped, but dude, I'm raging. There's the guy that looks like Sanji X Zoro. I need to see that. This cylinder's gonna be the first one where I like tear my page in half on stream, start crying. There we go. Such a much better line. Oh, sensational. Oh, I think I know who she's talking about. One of the brothers, right? Specifically. Yeah, the green one. Freaking nothing burger characters, honestly. Yunji? Yeah, I think it's Yunji or something. They think that the Power Rangers, so true. So true. But yeah, Bear, I'm bringing this up again. Consistency in the emotes has killed me so far because the first one looks vastly different from the second, and the second looks vastly different from this newest one. I'd say the first and the third ones, like the note and the I don't know what I called this one. I think it's stare. I called it the stare, but I think I'm gonna change it to really, like RLY. Um, it sucks because like half of me wants to do the anatomically correct gravel or grackle, right? Where like head straight to beak, and others I want to do like the slightly more humanoid stuff. Is your pay getting docked? Yep. It's fair. A lot of streamers have emotes with different styles. Yeah, it's just so tough to consolidate that, but I should aim to do it. For gravel's sake too. Because my original idea for the gravel emotes was literally like sphere, cone in front. Like I wanted it to be really pointy. But I was like, that looks a bit weird. So I aimed it down a bit and I was like, we'll add more detail. 10%? Anything 10%? Yeah, I was thinking like 40%. Like an iOS emoji practically. Like something super, super simple. What is the Canadian equivalent of the IRS? I hope you guys don't have something as ruthless. CRA. Craw. I'm not gonna lie, I think that was a pretty good crow impression. For like a bit, for doing a bit and it also being a crow joke, I think it's pretty good. +2s, please. What happened to the bird cam? I've just been too lazy because all I have to do is run a script and then share the screen. And I also felt like it was distracting me a little bit too much from like actually drawing. Okay. It sucks that I'm burdening Bear with the job of the plus and -2s. I don't think anyone else would get it. Birds sadly do not get a renewed season. Nope. I need to go buy some more bird food. I think I'm at my last batch tomorrow. -2 and +2 is dangerous. It is. It is freaking. Gotta be careful of that. Like I said, power of the purse. You can literally demoralize a streamer if you go into don't do this, but if you go into like a streamer who has like 2 viewers, and they're like trying their best to like make talk. It's hard to like find conversational topics, especially when I remember when like I was streaming. I mean, I don't have a lot of viewers now. We have like 4, but comparatively, like 1 viewer or 2 viewers is tough. And I remember Kat would come in and be like, "Why are you yapping?" I'm like, "Do you want a silent stream?" But I want to encourage the bits. Yeah. So Kat, basically, I don't know how this occurred, but people put -2 when streamers do a bit that isn't funny, and +2 when a bit is funny. Yeah. Kat, in the span of like the same 5 minutes, put "I'm the nicest person in the server, no lie," and then "I'm the OG villain." If Kat was my chat member, I would cry. It's kind of like the same, not as tough because that was really tough, but Ludwig when he first started streaming and someone went in his chat and he like had the face cam and he looked over to his monitor and someone said, "Why do you keep looking over here? There's no new messages." That is tough. That is rough, bro. Like I could complain all I want about like my mishappenings in chat, but that one, oof. Yeah. What else are you supposed to do? Yeah, evil and nice at the same time. I think the way I stream is a little bit weird because I treat it more as a YouTube video. Actually, no. I stream like any other streamer does. I don't know. I feel like mine are just like my brain is still in YouTube zone, the YouTube video zone. Kavel's first chat member back in the YouTube days. I used to carry the chat. False. We got Delano, Rise, Dazzling. We had Pilgrim for a little bit. That one person who made a $500 bet with their mom to do art. Can't remember the name. They did the really cool like fractal art and stuff like that. I think they had black in their name. Fatima. Oh, shout out Fatima. Would you ever clip your own VODs and post them on YouTube? Do like clips of like maybe if it, I don't feel like I say anything off rip though. That's too important. If I ever like said some Pinku, of course, Pinku. If I ever said some like crazy helpful thing, then yeah, but I'm not sure. Or sorry, Pikami. I was thinking, I don't know who Pikami is. I do know, is it Pcat? Is that the same person? Because I know Pcat does that. Even Zapata does from time to time too. Myself, Delano, Rise, and Dazzling, 4 people, the trio. That's. I'm not gonna say it. Pcat. Cool. Who's Pikami? Now I'm googling this because I'm curious. Shout out Pcat. Freaking. That is probably the art YouTuber, like art content creator. Because like there's artists I look up to, Zapata being one of them, right? But I think Pcat is like the epitome of the art content creator. They make a lot of good stuff. They branch out mediums. They're very wise about how to run a channel, all that stuff. Pikami. Amano Pikami. Virtual YouTuber. Three doesn't equal 4. Oh god, yeah, I'm looking through virtual. What is virtual tuber? Do I want to dive into this? Oh, okay, it's just VTubers. Okay, I thought it was like a includes any virtual character that uploads on a regular basis, talking and acting on a certain topic or playing games, a fictional character, or as an idol. They're retired. I like the coloration of this character. The green, the teal, and yellow. Freaking character design, man. I'm both glad and unhappy that Gravel is so simple because like it's just a bird guy, right? A dude with a bird on his head. But like that just gives me room to have a character to draw, right? Like Gravel, sorry Gravel, you're not special. You're one in a trillion, or like, but like in the bad way, where like there's a lot of you. Said they're not that anymore. Do like VTubers retire, but like can they take on a new like VTuber persona? Has that ever happened? Like they stop being one character and start being another? Not true. I love Gravel. I love Gravel a lot, but he's not particularly unique. But I don't think he needs to be. However, I will bet that there's not many Grackle Sonas out there. Some VTubers do that. Gotcha. Wait, what if I look up Great-tailed Grackle Sona? Great-tailed Grackle Sona. Does this exist? Do I have to put Fursona? Do I have to like humble myself and type that? Oh, whoa, there. Whoa, what? Whoa, this one's cool though. What? Oh, that guy's naked. This one's fire. Wait, what? Eyes aren't yellow though. There, yeah, okay. Dude. I'll put the art for that in chat later. But it says it's a gray-tailed grackle, and the art is fantastic, but the eyes are blue. Actually, no, I think grackles can't have blue eyes, I'm sure. Watch a Korean animator with the big guy they made in the bird sonas. Watch the Korean animator with the big guy they made bird sonas. Is that the one I've been putting in the YouTube chat? Yeah, I love that. It's like a little series at this point. I love all of them. Some of the characters are a bit like, whoa, like the Cyclops-esque ones. But I love all like the lizard and bird and people ones. I love all of it, but especially the smoothness of the animation. And it has the style I really adore, especially when it comes to animation. It's this very like Samurai Jack-esque, like very sharp, like primal. Who's the dude who worked on both of those? This very sharp, jaggedy. Wow, I was about to make that line. I just got like the craziest vibes not to. I love it. I drank it up. You see it a lot in my drawings too, especially of gravel, of like extreme, like especially knees. I do like this just sharp edge on the knee or elbows. Ooh, there we go. Jinji Tartakovsky. Weren't they like? Didn't they do something with AI that got a lot of people upset recently? Jindy Tart. Oh no, it wasn't AI. It was the new show Fixed, which has a very weird premise. Animation looks great, but the premise and writing of the show looks. I'm not gonna be watching it. um. Yeah, I'm looking on Reddit right now. Where they're first teaser for Tartakovsky's Fixed. The top comment is Jindy, I love your work and all, but I'm good. Yeah, he made a new show. It's called Fixed, Fixed. It's the comedic sensibilities of a Newgrounds video circa 2004. The character animation is classic Jindy, but boy, do I wish just let the man make Popeye. I saw a trailer of that, yeah. And going from like Primal to this is a very, very sharp turn. Hey, it could be great, but it's giving like Sausage Party kind of. Can you even say that on stream? The movie, the hit movie from like 2018, 2017. When did that come out? I'm curious. 2016. We're going Ren and Stimpy. Yeah, Ren and Stimpy. Oh wait, oops. There we go. It's freaky. Yeah, that's the thing. I don't get like that kind of comedy. Yeah, you got automated. Don't worry. Um, I don't get that. Like, there's adult comedy, but like I wouldn't consider that comedy that I enjoy. I only watched part of it as well. Like, I don't know who that movie's for. I felt so drained. It's rare that you find a piece of media that like costs calories to watch. My pet peeve is the straightforward core and the pee pee poo poo jokes. Yeah, who is the audience? I don't. And how can I stay far away from them? So true. Hey, if you like it, do your thing, right? I don't want to see. I don't want to see how you look watching that movie. If you like that movie, but Oof, choked at the end right there. Oh my goodness. This one line is just killing me. It's there in the back of my mind, haunting me. Every night I wake up, I see this in the corner. I scream, I cry, I go under the sheets. Guys, do you guys still like? I may be called a child for that, and that's okay. But I like will watch, something scary on my phone, like a true crime documentary, or like number 15, top 5 ghost sightings. I don't know, whatever. And I'll like, if I get scared, I'm going under the covers. I'm an adult by age, and dude, I will like just, something's too, I'm like, okay, under the covers, Zootopia 2, very good. It looks very interesting, very fun. What are your thoughts on it? Oof, this line's gonna be tough. Ooh, okay, wow. Are there birds in Zootopia? Wasn't there like a flamingo in like the nude house scene? Oh, there's the secretary birds, I think. Yeah, I was thinking of watching a horror movie at night, but then I just imagined myself not wanting to be able to sleep, so I watched Daily Dose. Shout out, that's a great alternative. It's fine. The story about some snake. I think it's just the fact that snakes don't go to Zootopia, and this is rare and crazy. So we want to figure it out. I'm not sure if I just didn't read. I watched the trailer once, right? I'm not sure if they kept it vague for a reason, as if they want to harm snakes, or they just want to be like, hey, how did you get here? Where are you from? Or just stuff like that. I'm not sure if they have like an ill intent. I'm not sure if there's gonna be snake racism. Thankfully, though, Zootopia is a movie that like for kids, but I can also enjoy as an adult. And then again, an adult going into Zootopia, I need a group of friends. I feel like if you're me in just the back of the theater, back corner, top left seat, not the snake racism, no. I was surprised they went with the very bad guy's snake design instead of going anthropomorphic. I was very, very interested by that choice. I haven't watched the trailer yet. I'm not ready. Oh wow. Okay. I thought you have. My bad. Spoilers. Whatever. Sorry for those noises. Yeah, there's enough. This is a bad. Actually, I shouldn't say this because there's talented people and creatives everywhere, but especially in big projects like Concord. But I feel like Zootopia will be fun. It'll be a good movie. -2+2. Parried. Cat apparently liked the noises. Give her some time. She's getting used to the +2 -2 system. Rip Concord. Dude, that is just absurd to me. And it makes me feel so good because, like, not that we had a collective, like, let's boycott this game because it's slop or it looks uninspiring. It's just kind of a testament to the, like, if a game's not fun, people aren't going to play it, which I appreciate. I just wanted to counter you. That's not how +2 -2 works. Okay. +2 and -2 is you using your voice to make the streamer feel bad. Or good, but usually bad. Because, like, for example, I can turn off how many viewers I have, which I do. I turned it off so I'm not focused on that. But I can't turn off plus and -2s. I could make it banned, but I feel like Dude, just grow some skin at that point if it's me. Grow some skin, get thicker skin. -2 streamer, too late. You already made your investment. Have you grown extra skin out of streaming? I'm trying to find a bit that is both funny. It's gonna get +2s, but it's not actually disgusting. And I think I just have to take it on this one. Like literal. Shadow Kavel? Nah, Shadow Kavel's always been there. I've done some terrible, crazy stuff. Freaking psychopath. I've done some freaking psychopath stuff while sleepwalking. Like that one Gumball episode. That one Gumball episode actually made me scared because, like, will I do that if I if I sleepwalk? Will I like rummage the city? Be kind of funny if you just had a prop hand. God, the amount of times I've thought about like scanning. I've talked about this literally like 5 streams ago. Scanning my page mid stream and then like spilling water all over it and like having a freak out. Pokes it into frame. I like attach it to my leg and like slowly push it, just coming in from over here. One stream I was thinking of just getting one of my roommates to start drawing instead of me. What happens if you wake up a person from sleepwalking? I don't know. Like, I've heard don't never do that, but I've like also, I don't know. You enable their combat mode. I would believe that because like when I wake up, actually no, because every time I've woken up, I've only had one nightmare when I came out swinging, and when I oh my god, I was ready to kill, like fight for my life. This was a couple months ago, and like such a bad nightmare. Like I said, once again I'm repeating myself. I tuck my covers underneath my bed so I'm like swaddled in, right? Because I'm a child. But like I ripped that out from under the bed, flew up. I was standing on top of my bed sheets in my like pajamas in the pitch black, like ready to fight. I did not sleep for the rest of that night. I think it was a melatonin dream because I was like slamming melatonin for no reason last semester. Melatonin dreams are so crazy. Also, last semester, I kept having dreams. This only happened twice, where I got a cramp in my leg, in my calf, as I was sleeping. And like it went from the dream, like it was hurting in the dream to real life. And oh my god, it was some pain. It hurt so bad. Gonna dry. Okay, have a good one. If they're walking, you just shake them. I don't think shaking a sleepwalking person's a good idea. I don't think shaking any person in any state is ever good. Shaking is like the universal sign for like, hey, I want to get punched in the mouth. If I ever encountered a sleepwalking person, I would just be like, tap them on the shoulder. Or I would like put pillows in their way to break their pathfinding algorithm so they like just go back to bed. I know people are gonna say my OC is a crow, and I'm gonna get mad at them for getting the species wrong. I wonder, does that happen in like furry spaces? Do furries get like really mad if like you have a tundra fox and you just call it a normal fox? Is that a thing? I feel like furries wouldn't be too temperamental. I feel like there's just a person basis. Most of the furries I've met have been very chill people. Yeah, you tell them. I don't know about mad unless you keep making the mistake. Yeah, then you're just being rude. People sleep with their eyes open freak me out. They'll be irritated, understandably. Because at that point, you're just being disrespectful. Unless, like, you're like me, who someone could say their name 8 times, and if it starts with a similar letter as another name, I will get it confused permanently. Or if I meet 2 people at the same time, I will get your names confused consistently. I made some yesterday. Oh, heck, bear. What the heck? If you're comfortable with it, you don't have to. Drop these in the art share. I'm actually like crazy hyped to see those. I want to see more of the edgy bear. The like Spider-Gwen inspired bear. That one's cool. Not edgy in like a bad way. I think it's cool. Pretty sure the average person is understanding. True. I'd hope so. However, I feel like the internet is populated with non-average people. Not to counter your point, what you said is completely true, but the internet does have its hooligans, its goons, if you will. I really went with the Parappa the Rappa. Why do I know this name? I like the Squidward art. He smokes a blunt. Why can't I copy and paste this in chat? Oh, heck yeah, okay. More interested in simpler styles. I hope they don't change my mind. Hope I don't change my mind. Oh, wait, the one that bear. Sorry, I completely forgot about that one. That was really funny. I'm glad that you took the time. Shout out for taking the time to just draw stuff that you love. All of that was okay. Garfield feet. After our discussion last stream about Garfield feet, I was a bit unnerved, but not at any fault to you. Just the fact of Garfield feet. I keep changing my mind with styles. It's annoying. Hey, who cares? Do your thing. Make art that you like. But I get it. Yeah. I'm not even at the capacity where I can choose styles. It just kind of happens. Hey. God, I want to play Skyrim, and that's not healthy for me. Guys, do not let me play Skyrim. When the full moon comes out, you have to, like, chain me up, lock me, throw the keys away. Lock me in the dungeon, throw the keys away. Fill in the entrance with, like, concrete. Before I don't open up Skyrim Special Edition. Why are you looking at his feet so much, Cat? Yeah, I was thinking to myself after watching that one Zapata video, and I feel like I chose to do more realistic style just because of Castlevania Netflix opportunities. Ooh, Castlevania. I don't know if I'd want to do that for myself. Do you think like pursuing one of these styles is going to make you unable to do the other in the future? Or more so like, investing time into improving this one style? You aren't spending as much time as you'd like on the other one. Take a sip of water before we possibly, yeah. It is scary like picking how you want to draw things. And my heart is like, oh, then just do both, but we all know that's not possible. Or not reasonable with the time that we allot for drawing per day and such. Opportunity cost, that is a wonderful way of putting it. If it was me, and this is what I choose to do, is I go for the more realistic styles, because I don't know why, but I feel like once I have this crazy ability for like high fidelity, reduction is easier than like adding more detail to me, but I could be completely wrong. The blue emo on the Discord is, I know. I don't know how we lost it. I'm upset that we lost it because it was so good. Did we need 2 of them? I'm not totally sure. It was funny, but we definitely need 1. We need one or more of those emotes. Oh, bear art drop? Heck. Oh my god, bear. I love the one on the far right, the middle left, top left, and top right. I mean, all of it practically. I just kind of named all of them. These are great, bear. I had a breakdown over that. It was tough. It's really scary. All of these are great. I love that middle left one so freaking much. Oh my god. Want to know here wait bear. The one on the cat on the left. The top left cat, not the big gangster dog with the hands. Kind of reminds me of the scratch cat. Just a tiny bit. Just doodle until you drop. Good advice. I want to draw highly rendered memes. Just a tiny bit though. Thinking about this cat, but I couldn't figure out who it was. I watched the Zapata video or part of it, where that one person, if I spend 3 hours a day or 2 to 3 hours a day studying my favorite artist for the next 2 years or whatever, will I get good at art? And I love how just that's burnout, dude, and I completely agree. Like I can't tell you what is and isn't conducive to make you a better artist because I don't know that myself. Um, but like I can tell when things are just gonna be like you're gonna be unhappy. Ooh, good questions. Oof, myself. Where are they at though? I don't know why I had a cadence to that. I feel like my soul leaves my body. That's exactly how I said it. I need to stop playing video games as much. This summer, I've definitely done a much better job at getting used to just drawing on the fly. Uh, but just recognizing, like, video games aren't a horrible, evil force in my life, but I play more games than I draw, and I want to change that because I like drawing a lot. Just the dopamine cycle of video games is a much more immediately rewarding and tempting one. No, it's a more tempting one, but I definitely feel more fulfilled by drawing. Not the best line work, but we survived. Very egg shape. Can't wait for the red gravel emote. Yeah, should we make it red? I'm gonna try, honestly, I'm gonna commit my style to the more gravel-like or grackle-like one, where the beak is connected to the head. So I'm gonna do like a merge between Bear and my emotes, because I want my emote to still be a homage to the YouTube one. But I want to incorporate more of the style that Bear introduced with hers. And should we name it RLY, like really, or should we name it Stare? I feel like RLY, so you don't have to type as much. As in, like, really? Add a gradient of red to OG color, maybe. Ooh. Should make him blush. What would him blushing on that? I'm gonna edit that after stream to look like Gravel blushing with that escape. Yeah, exactly like that. Red is a really good color. It's up there. You know, I'm a purple fanatic. Purple enjoyer. Purple enthusiast. Purple proprietor. Prolific purple person. Purple pariah. Purple prince. Purple princess. Ooh, purple princess. That sucked. Whatever. Take a sip of water. Very egg-shaped. Northern Line reference. It's I'll talk about it in the review. Purple's really good color. Lavender is my favorite shade of purple. Lavender's a bit too gray for me. I like, you know me, Han purple all the way. And then people say it's blue. No, it's Han purple, dude. What? What are we saying? No one has named something incorrectly in the entire history of anything ever. That should be your Discord role name. Yeah, Fartist is getting... Should I do Purple Princess? Nice. Another cylinder down, guys. It's a bit wobbly over here. Happens, though. Cool, cool. So, review time. There's another situation of me not being equally about the minor axis. And so that means I had to project downwards the dots. This kind of happens with all my lower degree ones, which is cool. But I'm projecting the absolute edge onto this, so that doesn't necessarily, like, the absolute furthest point won't necessarily be on the minor or the diagonal here. So putting it right there wasn't necessarily incorrect, so long as I obeyed it, but I stretched everything to do that, which obviously made this egg shape. Line work was wobbly. I think it's because I'm using my wrist to push back and forth on my pen, so I need to lay it more flat, more at a 45-degree angle, where my finger is just forcing on here to encourage me to use my shoulder more. Ghosting a little bit more would be fine. And then let's do a really tall one or something. I feel like all of these are kind of same space, so a really flat one or something extreme. But yeah, okay, cool. So, with that being said, everybody, thank you very much for joining me tonight. Thank you very much, Bearcat. We had Delano in here earlier. Physics. Let me see who else. Bearcat, Physics, Delano. I think that was everybody. Oh, Rise. How could I forget? Our first true sub supporter. Heck yeah. So yeah. Once again, sincerely, thank you all. Same kind of usual stream schedule this week. We're gonna have Thursday off, 50% Friday. We're gonna spin that wheel. Yeah. So once again, thank you guys. Bye bye. Or bye for now, or whatever dumb stuff I say. Bye.